Hello and welcome to the Cafe Nightly Show. I'm your host, the Goldsmith. It is the seventh of January. Almost wanted to be at a different time of year of January 2025. And we do have a number of things dropping on this Tuesday as we do get into any season, and we are obviously still in Wonderland season. Just a couple weeks left, or week and a half here left, anyways. We have a couple things that happen every Tuesday, one of which is the cosmetic drop. So obviously get into that and review that going on. We also have a new mission. So we'll look at our newest mission for the Wonderland season with another week and a half to complete that new mission that is on the board. Legacy bundles are refreshed and back to the market. We'll go over those. Challenge, the little resolution of the Discord challenge with a reminder that more Discord challenges are to come. These flash challenges happen quickly. So we'll look at the winners and congratulate them. And I think that's what we are today. And again, tracking, Block Explorer tracking, that was another thing dropped in. And the cool thing was Block Explorer tracking was we now have the ability to, or Upland has put together a list that people have talked about for a while when people are looking at collecting or purchasing or buying new Block Explorers. Comparative rarity, being able to look at what the Block Explorer looks like, being able to see what the name of the game of Upland is, all together in a single sheet, making it easier to do so. We'll get into that. We'll take a look at that as well. Before we get into everything, do get started by saying, good to see you, X1. Glad you're here. Good to see you, Lily. And get the disclaimer out of the way. All views and opinions expressed by myself, they're mine and mine alone. Should not be taken as game strategy or financial advice. They don't represent the game of Upland or the team of Upland. Any guests or contributors that we do have on have their own opinions and welcome to them. Should not be taken as game strategy advice. Should not be taken as financial advice. They don't represent the game of Upland, the team of Upland, myself, the Goldsmith, the Cafe Nightly Show. And that's about it. Maybe they don't represent you at home either. So let's take a look at the announcements, the big ones for the day. First and foremost, we do have probably the piece of the day that I always like to start on Tuesday. Piece of the day I like to start on Tuesday is a cosmetic drop, because that is what you pay for. If you buy the cosmetic pass, you burn that, you're gonna get a drop every Tuesday for 7 weeks throughout the season. This is the sixth drop of the season, and if you burnt your pass the first week, you've been looking every Tuesday, getting something new for cosmetic representation of yourself in the game of Upland. And the great thing about these is they put in a little video, makes it easy to watch along. Reminder is the season pass is still available. You can still purchase it. You can still burn it. You do have one more drop on Tuesday, January 14th at 9 a.m. PT. But I do want to caution people, when you do burn that pass, it is non-retroactive. You don't get the earlier drops from the season, only the ones following the pass burn. Let's take a look at here we go. Let's take a look at the drop for today. And Wonderland season, this is week number 6 for the drops. Now live, again, the 4 passes that are available that you could have burnt already, collect and burn. The Wonderland Sky property background is new for this season for today. And the Sunlit Serenity is week 6, the other drop. Two drops today. And again, if you've burnt your pass, you've already received the season's badge. If you just burnt your pass, you would have just gotten the season's badge. We can take a look at what those look like in the game of Upland real quick. The first is going to be down here for property card backgrounds. We will get down to that. Property card backgrounds is right here, the Wonderland Sky. We can go and take a look at that, make that change, and go look at our property. This will be represented on my own properties for those who are taking a look at them, but also for myself, and anybody who goes and sees my property will also see this background for the property cards as well. We do have one more cosmetic drop from today. We have one more left for the season, but the one more item from today's property drop obviously is the background for the Block Explorer. It looks a little bit like this. We can set that there, and we can see that background here. And the one comment I make on these backgrounds is to keep in mind sizing of whatever Block Explorer we have, because they eat up, and they definitely can eat up that background. Very, very limited visibility of that background when you have a large Block Explorer like this, where you have these property collection markers in the lower corner. So just something to keep in mind. Obviously, some Block Explorers, smaller Block Explorers, do allow more of that to be seen, of course. We'll take a look at next week when it gets here next Tuesday. But as a reminder, you can still participate if you haven't burnt the pass yet. The reality is you only get what is following the drop that follows your burn for the season that is ongoing. Everybody, the Flash Challenge has finished for the 2025 Upland goals. Again, these Flash Challenges, they happen quick. They are announced. You have a couple days to participate or a day to participate, depending on what the challenge is. And once it's over, winners are announced relatively quickly. They get their prizes, and you wait for the next challenge to be called. And that's where we are right now. Congratulations to the winners. Pliant Parrot, Skiller Davy, Shelter Group, Phil009, and Kizka or Kikza. UPX is going to be dropped sometime in the next 24 hours, 25,000 UPX each. Again, when these Discord challenges go out, sometimes it is a random draw, sometimes it is the team's favorite, but ultimately, winners are going to be among those who do submit. You do have to submit if you do want to be a winner. And it's also fun just to participate. As a reminder, the 2025 goals were your opportunity to go in the Flash Challenge channel and share what your goals for 2025 in Upland are, and having a chance to win 25,000 UPX if you had done so. Keep an eye out for future Flash Challenges as they are coming, and will continue to be running. And more will be running as they did before. I would expect to see them more regularly. Fingers crossed we get back to weekly. I think that's what we were at one point, a weekly challenge. Something that is kind of fun to punctuate the week, opportunity to win some UPX, but again, also an opportunity to share and be a part of the Upland community, putting out whatever the week's challenge is, but a way to share an experience in Upland, as well as to get some UPX if you are that lucky few who do win. We do have in our announcement section a few big announcements. We'll say the new Block Explorer tracking list. I will say that's a big announcement. This is something that's a small tool, and it's a small quality of life adjustment. Something people have been waiting for, talking about, asking about for a long time. Some people have put these together as well. Separate third party to Upland, but it is nice to have all of the Block Explorers in one place. And this is Upland's announcement today. We're excited to announce the launch of the Block Explorer tracking list. This new resource is designed to help you track every Block Explorer in Upland, excluding Director Block Explorers, making it easier than ever to expand your collection and boost your collector score. Again, having Block Explorers now has a value, or having more Block Explorers now has a value, whereas it didn't before, and not in a real way. Collector score allows people to compete for overall score over the periods, stretching all the way back to the beginning of Upland, as well as seasonally, 2 separate leaderboards, 2 separate chances to win, and different contests being held at different times for a collector score. Maybe we can see Upland continue to evolve how that works, but collector score is a nice way of bringing some more value to holding assets people have been holding in many cases for years. We'll take a look at the Block Explorers. Just a quick look at this resource, and also a reminder that these Block Explorers in the game continue to get dropped. We will see them continue to get added to this list as they come into the game. This list will be posted in the leaderboard channel, in game, and on Discord. So there's a couple places where you'll be able to go and access this, but it's pretty simple, pretty easy. If I do pop this open, we can see that it's essentially all of these Block Explorers. We can go and search our Block Explorer by name and pop right in there. We get to see the image of that Block Explorer. We get to see what series it was part of, and then we can see the number of overall mints. And again, I want to put the point out, original mints. We do know that some of these have had some burns that have been done against them. And I did click in here. I saw that there was a Block Explorer that I was looking at. This is the hearts emoji. I want to see where it came from. It came from the 2021 Emoji Day, and I can see here all of the emojis. We got the crying emoji, the fire emoji, the ghost emoji, the heart emoji. Look at all these emojis. Horn emoji, kisses emoji, LMAO emoji. We have the monocle emoji, which I have the #1 mint of. We have the poop emoji. We have the pray emoji and the thumbs up emoji, which I also Don't worry about it. But this is a fun way to get in and look at block explorers. If you are somebody who is interested in looking at what block explorers are out there or getting more context about the block explorers you see around the game, this is kind of an easier way of doing so. If you know the name of your block of the block explorer, it makes it a lot easier. If I know Stock Car Pro drivers, for example, that I'm trying to look at, oh, no luck. That's because this is locked right now to the exact name, or appears to be to the exact name of the block explorer. If I can get a copy here. Exact name of the block explorer. Oh my gosh, no data. So we'll have to see if we get that cleaned up. I know we have X1 in the audience, so if he knows how to make this this work a little bit better here, well, we'll try contains and we'll see how well contains works. Oh, maybe we'll have to have the searchability field here update a little bit, because as of right now, not working the best here for our block explorer name searchability. But we'll keep our eyes out and see. Hopefully that does end up getting an update here relatively quickly. But we can see that this is a tool that people can continue to use to reference block explorers. And like I said, with searchability will be helpful for people to look things up that they think they know the name and they're looking for a block explorer. Maybe they don't have the full name, but they know part of it. Once that gets updated, hopefully that'll be a lot easier for people to use. And we will bring out here. It would be nice if we could also talk about or see notes added for what seasons things are in. We see that Upland has put a searchability, or potentially we could put searchability in here. The filters do not or don't exist as of right now. That Upland has built filters. If they could build filters, we could search by series, for example, or by season. And those are all things that could get built out here, including dates and times of when things were released. So watch out for future updates here. I'd love to see Upland put a little more control or a little more filtering on this list, but it's nice that it now exists. As I did mention, every Tuesday during the season, we do have a new mission. The new mission is out now. So new mission alert, the Weeks Wonderland gamified earnings bonus mission is now live as of today. Today, the 7th of January, 9 a.m. PT. This is Turbo Traction. Use 3 power-ups while racing to dominate the track and outpace your rivals. So this is one that's not the easiest to use, because we have limited sales of the power-ups when the power-ups are available. They are one-time use. You do purchase a number of power-ups in bundles, and then you burn each one. As you burn it, you no longer have it. So they are depleting overall supply of power-ups that are out there. But if you do still have power-ups and you do burn between now and the end of the month, you burn 3 of them, now and the end of the season, Wonderland season ending the 15th of January, you do get one more completion or one more gamified task completed. That, again, is going to run to the 15th of January. And that's a reminder as well. We are very close to the end of Wonderland season. If you are working on completing gamified tasks, keep doing so. We have a couple weeks or week and a half left. And, of course, with that week and a half left, you are going to have a airdrop at the end of the season, with a snapshot happening the 15th of January, as well as gamified earnings helping being determined by how many of those tasks you did complete. Kiro, I'm pretty sure they do a sale between now and then. Okay, Kiro, I don't think that's a bad idea. And I think that Upland potentially doing that with this mission open, it would make sense, hand in glove, right? Put a task out there and then make it a way for people to do the task. Use the task as a way of incentivizing people to buy these power-ups. I think that Upland has done this before. They'll do it again, and I think it does make a lot of sense to have that task tied to a sale. So yes, Kira, I agree with you. It is very, very possible Upland will have a power-up sale sometime between now and the end of the season. We'll just have to keep our eyes open, keeping in mind there's not many days left for this season. Finally, Legacy Bundles are back. So Legacy Bundle refresh in the Upland store. We know how you've all enjoyed the Legacy Bundles. Some more than others. we've had in the stores. So we are reintroducing a few, this time with an added Block Explorer twist, adding to your collection score. There's limited quantities, and so make sure to jump on them if you're interested to learn more here. Let's take a look. Let me see if that. Oh, there's a Medium article. Look at that. Here's a full Medium article. Let's go take a look. We're excited to announce the new Legacy bundles. They're now live in the store. And again, we have added, or Upland has added Block Explorers into these bundles. What are Legacy bundles? Legacy bundles are those that are part of Upland's landscape for that have been in the game for a while. They remain unminted. They've been sitting there. They get repackaged. They go back out for sale. And the two big notes that I want to put out there right now is A, they are USD's bundle, and B, there's a differentiation in the market between USD and UPX. Upland does not make that same distinction. They do give a small discount, but they do not make the distinction on the difference between the UPX market and the USD market. They still use a pegging of 1,000 to 1,000 UPX to a single US dollar. So with that math, when some people are buying these bundles, don't be too surprised that you're going to end up, for the price of the bundle, a similar price of UPX value for the property at that 1,001. It's not going to be at market value, at market rate. So just keep that in mind. Don't be surprised by what you get in those bundles. Let's take a quick look and actually take a look at some of the Legacy bundles. With the intro bundle, we have the standard bundle with the premier bundle. Intro bundle right here. We'll get more details if we can get it. Just updated our Legacy bundles. Let's see if we have more details here. We have the intro bundle at $12. There's 300 of those available. 2 Legacy properties and a discounted mint price, plus obviously the Block Explorer we mentioned. We do have, this is the old one here. We have the standard bundle. Standard bundle is $43. 300 of those available. Block Explorer in there as well. And we can go and see that we have properties in Sao Paulo, Las Vegas, Stockton, Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires, Arlington, Porto, Tokyo, London, and Dallas. And Upland is making the point that Block Explorers do have value and do go to your collector score. By getting a Block Explorer specifically from the season that you are in, that season is going to have a booster. You're going to get a addition to your seasonal collector score. So that's kind of part of the reason why you want to get a season's Block Explorer, why you might be incentivized to do so. So those are currently available. Again, $12 for the intro. 246 out of 300 of those are still available. $42.99 for the standard bundle. 242 of 300 of those are still available. The premier bundle, there are 101 out of 300 of those available. $89.99. Again, Block Explorer bonus on these makes it easier. Again, keep in mind, you are ultimately seeing a price slightly discounted, but on that 1,000 UPX to $1 ratio, I can go on the market in the secondary, go and search properties in random cities and see that the USD market tends to be quite a bit lower than that. But again, if you are buying with the incentive of the Block Explorer, that's part of your incentive, part of the reason you want to participate. More power to you. This is available, and we will continue to see Upland have these bundles available at least until the end of the month, because that's where these Block Explorers tie in. Upland has kind of made a commitment to, on a rolling basis, be putting these Legacy bundles out. It is a way of repackaging properties that haven't sold or haven't minted and sat on the market. Hopefully the incentives can be appealing, or can be made to be appealing to people as they go and buy those. Again, because I have the opportunity of buying things on the secondary. It is nice to buy in the secondary because I know I'm getting exactly what I pay for. With these bundles, it can be fun. It can be a little bit of the lottery ticket effect. Do I win? Do I not? Do I get a great property? Do I get an average property? Do I get a property in a city that I really want to have it in? Or is it in Kansas City? Is it in a city that I'm not as excited about? We have that effect, and some people want that effect. So if this is something you're interested in, these will continue to be for sale. They are for sale in the Get Epic store under extras. We see them right there, and they are currently available. What we do also have, as we do go to finish out the next couple weeks in the game, reminder. Next couple weeks, by the time we get to the end of next week, we will have ended our Wonderland season 2024. That is going to run until the 15th. And the end of the 15th was when we'll have a couple contests, and one, the ornament contest. Secondly, the racing challenge for the season, with the 17th being the final races, the championship races for those in the top tier class of the racing, for the Wonderland season. Otherwise, as we do finalize the season, the big thing there is to complete your gamified earnings task, get a higher gamified earning, and increase your multiplier for your airdrop, assuming that you had a spark that you owned in the game, you had kept in the game since TGE, and that you still have as of today. For tonight, I want to say thank you so much for being here. We're here in the Upland Cafe on Discord, on YouTube, on Twitter, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT, going over the day's news, a little bit of commentary, a little bit of context, and again, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. And again, if you're in the Upland Discord Cafe, feel free to unmute your mics. The floor is yours.